Yo, what is up guys? Legend Crazy back with another MultiVersus perk video, and today our good friend Rick finally released only a few weeks after Morty when he was supposed to be on that like season 1 drop release. Unfortunately he was not, and he was delayed because his just entire thing got leaked. I mean, his abilities, whatnot. I was debating doing a perk video back then, but I kinda wanted to kinda use him myself to give the best judgment for me. So starting off with the big perk here. So we have, I'm not even trying to say, Heffa faced us who? I'm not really sure how to say it. Squanchin Pyrotechnics, and then a bit of a stickler Meeseeks. Um, Now this one basically is with his whip that he has when he's doing like a combo or whatnot. Uh, When he fully charges whip attack, the final hit will spike enemies down towards Rick. This one is Rick's portal has a longer cooldowns, but allies that pass through in portal ignite enemies on their next melee attack. Allied projectiles that also pass through a portal will also ignite enemies that pass through a portal. And then a bit of a stickler, Rick's Meeseeks deal double damage to fighters that are already hit stun. Now, for me personally, I play a lot of twos, so I would go Squanchin Pyrotechnics because it helps your allies out, and don't even worry about that longer cooldown because it'll kind of play into factory here in this next bit here. So, um, this is alright. You can really just jump over these dudes, quite simple. So I'd say going with the Squanchin Pyrotechnics is probably your best bet. Alright. For perk number 1, Rick has an assortment of ranged abilities. Alright, he's got his whatchamacallit dudes. His dudes he kind of like spits out. Those technically count as ranged because, yeah, they're just ranged. They're not melee attacks, right? He's got his, his blaster. He's got like a rapid fire, and then he's got like a one you can hold. Kind of the same blaster, but just one you can hold and one you can actually do and whatnot. So for that reason, it is going to be Deadshot. Your team deals 5% increased damage with projectiles, 10% if your ally also selects that perk. So it's very nice having that extra increased damage. Always on any character, increased damage is always nice. For perk 2, now Rick is a mage character, so he doesn't have the health as say, not I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what the health difference is between an assassin and a mage. I would assume the assassin probably has more. The mage is just more of a ranged character in general. But he's probably got one of the lower health bars. So for that reason being is, now you could go either two ways on this. First way you could go is Kryptonian Skin. Your team receives 4% reduced incoming damage. 6% reduced incoming damage if your ally also selects the perk. Not a bad perk for a mage. It's it works. All right, it works for the thing. But like I said, Rick has a lot of abilities that require cooldowns. For that reason, I think you should go to Absorb and Go. Now, I have not made a video with Absorb and Go before, but your team receives a 7% ability cooldown refund after being knocked back by a projectile. 15% if your ally also selects this perk. Now, say you're playing someone that doesn't have projectiles, swap to Kryptonian Skin, alright? It's quite simple, alright? But the amount of characters that have some sort of projectile in this game is... I think everyone might have a projectile. Everyone, I think, has a projectile in the game that they shoot. And that's why... or like they throw or whatever. That's why Absorb and Go is the ideal, because you receive a 7% ability cooldown refund after being knocked back by one, and you'll be knocked back most likely. And a 15% refund if your ally also selects this perk. So that's nice. Like I said, he has a lot of perks, so having that perk reduction is going to be nice, especially when you're in a fight, get hit with something. It's not a total loss. You got a reduction on your cooldowns, so you get back in the game. For the last one is going to be a utility. It's quite similar to what we kind of just discussed there with that perk reduction. Your team receives a 10% reduced ability cooldown reduction, 15% reduction if your ally also selects this perk. So this is just off the bat. Okay, we'll go back to that. This is just off the bat, alright? So when you start that game, you have an automatic 10% reduced ability cooldown duration. And that's why I said this plays in a factor with this. Rick's Portal has a longer cooldown. Alright, now I don't know if it's like a 50% longer cooldown or 10% longer cooldown. But what I do know is that this is going to play a factor in helping reduce that, because he's got numerous abilities too. So not just the portal, alright? He's got numerous abilities. And then you take this, right? Say you're playing with a buddy, right? This is 30% reduction right here. Or this is actually reduction. This is a refund if you get hit. So that's basically like 30%. So that should cover the loss here on Squadron Pyrotechnics. Now, like I said, if you're playing ones, or even if you're playing twos, and they don't have a projectile character, or a character that doesn't have any projectile like perks, maybe that probably means they're not going to use the projectiles that much. Swap the Absorb and Go to Kryptonian skin. But like I said, most characters, if not all characters, have a projectile, and they're most likely to use that during the game. So that's why Absorb and Go is the kind of the key there for that. So I'll go on and go over this one more time. Deadshot, you know, he's got a lot of ranged abilities here. Alright, ranging from his blaster, having 2 types of fire rate on that. He has his dudes that he like spawns out. Those are pretty sick dudes. I mean, those hit, you know, that's pretty nice. Right, having that extra damage because those are projectiles. Alright, then you have Absorb and Go. Alright, everyone has a projectile. They throw it at you. You get a refund on your current cooldown. And then automatic reduction for your perks. Right, it's nice. So, I want to say thank you for everyone just stopping by. I want to get this video to you guys as soon as possible because I do have school. So, I go to school when the character comes out, and then I get home and I try and get this video out as fast as possible. But it's like with a lot of due diligence. Like I actually like put like time, like not time and effort, but I put like effort into like getting to know what the character is, you know, excels at and whatnot. But I do believe these are the best perks for Rick, and I want to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all the support on these videos. It means a lot. If you guys do keep up with my Madden content, it may be the last year for that because MultiVersus is helping the channel a lot more than Madden did, and if I don't get a PS5 or a next-gen console, I will not be able to upload any Madden regardless because this is the last Madden, but I'll not go into detail. I'll probably go into detail on that on the next Madden video. But thank you guys for, you know, dropping down, viewing the video. And you guys have any other perks that you think would be good on Rick? Drop them down in the comments, you know. Maybe make another perk combo, right? I'm also looking at making another perk video for each character because the last one I made was in beta, and this one would be after everyone kind of had time to mess around with the characters. So thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.